2,000 autonomous commands, executed by an AI. On one Android phone, no cloud, no GPU rig, no monthly bill. By the end, you'll know exactly what it found. Real penetration testing means a red team retainer, cloud AI credits, a laptop stacked with paid tools, or so the industry has always assumed. One solo developer just proved that assumption wrong. This is Nightcrawler. Recon, exploitation, reporting, a full penetration testing loop running entirely on an Android phone's own GPU. No servers, no API keys, just the phone already in your pocket. Here's the real repo, 346 stars, MIT licensed, built solo by someone who used to do this professionally, for a paycheck on a laptop. He left it running overnight, unattended, against a real corporate network. What it actually found is coming, and it's almost anticlimactic. Is this even legal to publish? In at least one country, the deterministic version of this exact tool is restricted. The AI version slipped through. Hold that thought. The model doing the thinking is tiny, 1.2 billion parameters, running locally on the phone's own GPU. Not once does it phone home. The whole hardware list: an Android phone with Kali NetHunter, root access, 12 gigs of RAM, and a used OnePlus 8, the model this was built on, runs about $90 used. Time to fact-check the numbers nobody in the hype cycle bothered to check. On that same phone GPU, 115 tokens a second reading the prompt, 13 tokens a second generating a response. Slow by data center standards. Real on hardware you already own. 27 exploit playbooks. By the project's own count, multi-step, attack chains the agent runs automatically, once it decides a target is worth trying. 24,956 cataloged vulnerabilities, matched by version entirely offline. Every check happens on the phone, not one API call to look anything up. The actual field test: over 30 hosts mapped on one network, more than 2,000 commands executed without a human approving each one, across 72 straight hours. That's not a demo, that's an endurance test. The creator's own explanation on Hacker News: he used to red team professionally, and a phone is simply easier to smuggle into a building than a laptop. That's the whole design brief in one sentence. One person, one phone, zero funding, zero company behind it, just a former professional who decided the industry's assumptions were wrong and shipped the proof for free. 100% offline. The vulnerability matching, the exploit engine, even the live monitoring dashboard, none of it ever leaves the device. Here's that safety claim, straight from the repo's own documentation: a two-layer defense, specifically built to stop the agent from wandering out of scope. And now the actual turn. The model alone gets it right about half the time. Every command still passes through a separate safety layer before it fires. The guardrail is doing more work than the AI. Quote straight from the project itself: every command passes through a separate scope and safety layer rather than trusting the model. That line is doing the real work here. And here's that 50% figure again, this time from the creator himself on Hacker News, not just tucked into the documentation. Now the catch, the parts of this story that don't make the highlight reel. Remember the overnight test? Here's what it actually found: one minor CVE, already a week old. The creator himself doubts it was news to anyone. Here's that exact comment: the person who built this tool is the one telling you it isn't finding 0 days in your sleep. That's not spin, that's honesty, unprompted. Now the legal wrinkle. One commenter says he can't legally publish a deterministic version of this exact capability where he lives. Deterministic code, restricted. An AI guessing the same commands, sitting on GitHub. His words exactly: his country's hacking laws are, quote, the strictest and worst. A predictable script gets banned. An unpredictable model doesn't. Nobody designed that outcome on purpose. Call it what it is: a loophole nobody planned. Regulators wrote rules for deterministic tools, and LLM's fuzziness just walks around them. The pitch versus the reality. The pitch, an autonomous AI hacker. The reality, roughly 1 in 2 commands actually works without help. Half the time, it's still guessing. This is not Skynet. Before you get any ideas, written permission from the network owner is required every time, no exceptions. The project's own README says so, in plain language, not buried in a footnote. Here it is, verbatim, in the actual repository. This ships as a tool for testing networks you already own or are contracted to test, not a party trick for your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Now, let's be honest. The local AI part is genuinely real, and it works. The hacking part is clumsy, half-broken, and found almost nothing dangerous. The legal risk is entirely yours if you skip the permission step. The whole scorecard, one screen. Command success, about half. Real vulnerabilities found in 72 hours, one minor one. Legal requirement, absolute. None of that is a knock on the project, it's what checking the receipts looks like. So the honest verdict, genuinely clever local AI, not a red team replacement. Not yet. Anyone selling you the panic version of this story is selling you a chart, not the truth. So what does this actually prove about where local AI is headed? 1.2 billion parameters is already enough for a working, clumsy, occasionally useful phone-based agent. That's the important part. This is the worst this capability will ever be. Rent an AI agent from someone else's cloud, and every run is metered and billed. Own the weights, own the phone, and the only dependency left is a phone you already had. That's this channel's whole thesis, running as actual code. MIT licensed. Free to read, free to fork, free to run forever, no subscription tier waiting behind a paywall 6 months from now. Add it up. A secondhand phone, around $90 on the resale market. The software itself free. The monthly bill, forever zero. That's the entire budget for what you just watched. $90. That's it. That's the entire budget standing between you and the exact capability this whole video just walked through. The actual takeaway isn't the hacking. It's that local AI keeps quietly eating capabilities nobody expected it to reach this soon, on hardware you already own. So, to recap, a 1.2 billion parameter model, fully local, on roughly $90 of hardware. About half its commands work. One minor CVE, found overnight. And written permission is required before you point it at any network that isn't yours. That's the story. A tiny model, a cheap phone, proof that half-broken local AI still beats a cloud dependency you don't control. Subscribe back if that saved you an assumption. The GPU price war video linked above is worth 8 minutes.